Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Just going to be doing a tutorial today for something I posted on my Instagram that everyone was quite interested in. It's just the bridge tutorial. So first things first, get yourself a lot. I first of all went with the swimming pool tool. I like when you can use the custom pool tool, just because when you make it look like a river, it's going to look a little bit more realistic. So just basically outline the river that you're going to be making, and you can make it however you want, small you want, big you want, but you want an area where the bridge is going to be able to go, because if you do it a little bit too all over the place, you'll find it a little bit of a struggle to do the next part that we're going to be doing. So as you can see here, I'm struggling to build the pool. I think I'll try and do something else at the same time, so that's why it's a little bit weird. So the pool tool is done. We've got ourselves a pool. So usually the next thing that you want to be doing is building the pillars that we're going to be using to build the bridge. So just by selecting the room tool, just at the edge of the pool, make a little bit of a pillar, both on each side, and then do it again on the other side. For some reason, I really struggled to see where the pool, where the opposite side of the pool was, so I had to move it about a little bit, just like that. So now your pillars are all in place. This is what's going to hold up the bridge. I know it looks a little bit weird at the moment, but when we do everything, it will look great. Next thing you want to do is delete the pool area underneath where the bridge is going to go. You want to make sure that you leave an area of one tile on each side. Next thing you want to do is get the room tool and block out the area inside the pillars, like we've done there. And then you've got this bit that comes up, which is usually what you use to do the foundations. This is going to enable you to dictate the height of your bridge. So you can put it up and down as high as you want. It doesn't really matter, it depends on how high you want your bridge. And now the pillars are in the foundation. Depending on which lot you do this on, depends on what colour dirt you get, but you can always edit it around anyway, which I'm going to show you later on. So this is the height that I'm going with, this is what I want. So the next thing we do is want to delete all of the inside, so just leaving the pillars that we had before when we started. So you delete, anything, the ceiling, the walls, and also the flooring as well, because we want to put the pool back in when we're done. So as you can see, I'm just deleting the walls there, and we're left with the pillars that are going to support our bridge. Next thing you do, just get the foundation, as you would on the higher level, and just drag it across the bridge. So this gives us something to put people to walk on and to put items on if you want to put benches and things on there later on, like so. So now we've got ourselves a bridge, dare I say, and you can heighten this and lower it as much as you want, obviously to your taste, depends on what you're doing. I did my bridge for a bit of a castle, as you can see on my Instagram, and it worked quite well. I did have to fiddle with it a couple of times just to get it to work. I'd probably build this before you build any property that you're going to do it on, because I did it the other way around, it didn't work very well. So also be cautious of the heights of the walls as well. So now we're going to be putting the pool back in to make the water go underneath. You cannot do that if you don't do it this way. The only other way you can do it is with actual walls. It's either too high, or you have to do it with walls and not be able to have any water running underneath. So this is quite cool. So now we've kind of got our river as such. You can do this on a bigger lot, you can do it with a smaller river, but I'm just using this just to show you guys. Then we want to get some stairs. Any stairs that fit, any stairs that you want that go with what you're doing, and you just want to drag them out. They can be as big, as small as you want. You can use one stair, you can use the stairs all across, but this is how I wanted it to be. Perfect. So we now have stairs. Our sim can now walk up them, our sim can now walk across, but it doesn't look too great. So you can add railings either side. You can do pretty much whatever. You can get some wallpaper as well, just to make the pillars look a little bit more interesting. You can delete the pillars at this point. I've decided to keep them, so you can have it so that it looks like it's floating as well. It kind of depends on the style that you're going for, depends on what you're trying to make it look like. But you can also colour the pool as well, because the pool does slightly show at the top, but I'll show you a way to get rid of that anyway. So you can do it with pretty much any fence, depending on what style that you're going for. You can go for a little bit of a fantasy, kind of posh I don't know how this looks posh. It's got really weird stone pillars and some weird stone stairs and a random banister as well. But you can also use the hedge. This looks quite cute, so you can make it like in like a garden of like a mansion or whatever. Then we obviously want to do whatever. Well, you can do whatever you want, really. I mean, I've decided to put stones there, which makes it look quite realistic. And now it's kind of up to you guys to decorate it how you want. I put a couple of cypress trees down just to start off. Obviously, I said I was going to show you how it looks in the end anyway. And here are stones. Usually you want to use stones and use BB Move objects to make them bigger and smaller. And that is pretty much it. So here we have the finished product. You can probably see that I used a lot of rocks. It was mostly plants, and the way I always landscape is I just get multiple plants, place them and move them around depending on obviously what type of vibe that I'm going for. Yeah, I hope you guys found it helpful. I'm happy to answer any questions. You can always contact me on my Instagram at mysimsbuilds. That's it for today, but until next time, thanks and goodbye.